Hey, it's Sean Welby, and this is Heart Live with Ed Sheeran. Hello, Ed.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really know what I've done today. I had a suit fitting.
A suit fitting? What's that for?
I think one of the award shows next year. I'm not sure if it's Grammys or Brits.
It's all just become a blur now.
Well, yeah, but you don't. I'm taking all of December off, so I don't really know which one I'm going to yet. So I just thought I'd get a suit.
But you're not really a suit person, are you?
No, but it's velvet. It's nice.
Oh,
it's nice. It's quite quirky.
classy.
Yeah, quite quirky.
This is quite cool that you're at a small venue. Like, you've done all these arena tours.
Yeah, I've done a couple of these this week, and they've actually been really, really fun.
Do you get nervous or not anymore?
Not really. No, I kind of just enjoy it. I mean, like I mean, you do interviews every day now. I'm sure you were nervous for your first few interviews, but
You were my first interview.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It was pretty brutal.
But I think you kind of it's your job, so you get. And I'm sure every now and then you get nervous for an interview. Like I got nervous for Glastonbury last year, but I think when you're just in the motion of things, and we've done 3 or 4 interviews now, so I doubt you were nervous for today, and I'm not really nervous for the gig.
Why were you nervous about Glastonbury?
Because when you play Wembley, you have everyone there's paid to see you, and they've all bought your CDs, and they know all the words to all the songs, and they're fans, and they want to be entertained. They come to the gig and being like, yay, we bought Ed's tickets, we want to see the show. Whereas Glastonbury, they bought Glastonbury tickets before they even knew you were playing.
Yeah, that's a good
Some
point.
of them don't know the songs, and they're kind of coming to see, are you good or not? So that's why I got nervous. But then when I got out on the Glastonbury stage, I was like, realistically, like if you're not really a fan of my music, you're going to go and watch the other acts. So they kind of like, I got less nervous on stage.
Yeah, and if I remember rightly, I wasn't there, but saw the footage. It did look insane. Like, it looked like the crowd were loving it.
It was good, but it was one of those, I have it loads in my career where you think you've reached the pinnacle, and I thought at Glastonbury I'd walk out on stage and be like, I've made it, this is it. And it's weird because you kind of get the feeling of like, there's always more. It's like, you can see why U2 are still going and putting 3 albums out on Apple and stuff like that and doing things they haven't done, because I feel like even at their level, they all kind of feel like they haven't quite done it. It's a weird feeling.
And this year, your mate Stormzy's been confirmed as a headliner.
I think that's fantastic. And
it's cool.
Anyone that's complaining, all the people that are complaining about it, this is what I find with Glastonbury, is that they're never people that have tickets to the festival. They're just people that
they just want to moan.
People that like to moan. And there's so much to watch at Glastonbury that if you don't want to go and watch Stormzy, there'll be. When I was on Glastonbury, Boy Better Know played the other stage. Like, if you didn't like me, you could go and watch them. If you don't like Stormzy, go and watch something else. And I think it's great that there's always people moaning about festivals and saying like, we're not building new headliners and it's always old acts, but this is a great step forward to, it's a massive moment for UK grime music, a massive moment for young UK music as well. And I think it's so good that they're building up a new headliner.
So will you pop down and support him?
I actually looked at the date. I'm in Austria.
Oh, come on!
I was about to email him, being like, "I'm free, man, if you need me." And then I was like, no. "I'm in Austria." I would have done if I wasn't in Austria, though.
I know you're a good egg. I know that you're very supportive. We want to talk in a minute about New Zealand when you're on tour. But first, let's get another track that you performed tonight at Heart Live.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream, and in this way since 18. But lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, goes mad for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and settle up to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly now. Ripped gloves, raincoat, try to swim and stay afloat, dry house, wet clothes, loose change, banknotes, weary eye and dry throat, cool girl with no phone. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. And been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, goes mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Now an angel died, covered in white, with closed eyes and hoping for a better life. And this time now we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line, straight down the line. They say this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. They scream the worst things in life come free to us, and we're all under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grand. And we don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe we'll fly to the motherland now, sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly and fly, fly, for angels to fly, to fly, to fly, for angels to die.
Let's look back, because you've been touring all over the place. Was there any particular highlights or places you enjoyed the most?
Yeah, I played my last two gigs in Europe were in Warsaw in Poland, and you know I've probably played Poland like 2 times, but it was completely bonkers. And also Stade de France in Paris, I played. I can't remember who they beat, but they'd just beaten someone in the World Cup, I think in the quarterfinals. So their crowd was absolutely bonkers. Beyonce and Jay-Z played the day that they won, so God knows what that crowd would have been like.
Amazing.
Because they won the World Cup at like 4 p.m. and then Jay-Z and Beyonce played at like 9 p.m. So you can imagine the crowd would be absolutely bonkers.
When you say bonkers, like how mad does it get? Are they throwing pants at you? What's happening? There's only certain places it's happened. It happened in Newcastle and it happened in France. Classic Newcastle.
And it happened in Poland. But when you can feel the stadium shake.
Amazing.
When it's actually like, oh God, there's actually like real energy in here. But yeah, it's like, it's usually gigs are great, but it's when they're kind of phenomenal, you know.
That's very, very cool. My favourite story, though, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Do you remember when you were in New Zealand, you went to a place called, was it Dunedin or Dunedin?
Dunedin, yeah.
Dunedin. They went mental. You had your name Ed put in the middle of the airport, didn't you? Do you remember in the middle of the word?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they hadn't really had gigs there before, and the amount of people that were going to the gigs was more than the population there, so they kind of like,
so cool.
they kind of made it like a huge thing. But since then, it's quite weird, because I think it was a new stadium, but since then it's now, people are going there to tour, so it's now become like a gig place, which is really, really cool. It's a fantastic place. I really loved it.
Some of the weird things they did. There was a mural of you in the centre.
I didn't go out, strangely enough. You know,
you didn't venture
I didn't
out.
see it. But there was a mural. There was like a competition of like who looked like me. I think there was like a big picture that everyone was painting on. It was quite nice because they made it a thing. I hope it happens for Ipswich, because in Ipswich, I don't know what the population of Ipswich is, but I think the amount of people going to the gig is about the population as well.
Amazing.
Next year. So hopefully that happens there as well.
You have had a mad year. I don't really know where to start. Engaged in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite cool. You're like the master of secrets.
I was actually engaged in December, but...
Oh, yeah, but we didn't all find out.
Yeah, someone leaked it. Like, it was kind of... It was always going to happen because Cherry went back to work and I was like, someone's going to notice, but yeah.
And then you've been spotted with a wedding ring on.
Yeah.
So come on then, what happened? Are you married?
I don't. It's not my life anymore. It's hers. So
Okay.
I kind of don't really like speaking too much on it, because like when it's me, I'm
Yes.
like, of course I can talk about it. But now there's another human being in my life, so I
That's
kind of, if she wants to talk about it, she can talk about it. But like I kind of respect her privacy.
That's very decent. I remember at one point, all we ever talked about was you trying to get planning permission for that ruddy chapel.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. Well, you kind of like I've had to get planning permission for everything. I've got lots of things that had planning permission in my house. That was just one that people were focused on.
You have got a secret pub, haven't you, or something in your house?
There's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff.
I want to
There's
come
anything.
round.
There's everything that a boy wants, basically. It's just
cool.
like it's just. I bought the house when I was 20, and then was just like. I kind of wrote a list of things that I wanted at 20, and
Trapdoor.
they're taken like it's taken eight years. Well, there's a tunnel.
Yes,
Yeah, the tunnel, yeah.
amazing. If you could pick a favourite song of all your songs, what would it be?
I like Perfect is my favourite song that's out, but then I've been working on new material, and a lot of that is like always your favourite stuff is your new stuff.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. 2 seconds, can everyone just be quiet so this man can ask a question? Oh, he is. There he is. And she said yes. Fantastic. Well, I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids and we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. Though I don't deserve this, you look perfect tonight.
this time of year, what is it like in the Sheeran household? I remember you saying about you do like a Suffolk, like a pub crawl.
Yeah.
Or you did last year, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it this year.
Oh.
What am I doing this year? I don't know. I bought a new Christmas jumper, Star Wars themed, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
And that's about it. I don't know. We don't really do. We just do family stuff. It's not really.
Did you build that Millennium Falcon?
I told you about that, didn't I? No, I'm going to do that this Christmas.
Come on, you've got to. You got to find, I suppose, a spare 10 hours.
I built Hogwarts when I was in America, which was 6,000 pieces. I think the Millennium Falcon's like 8,000 or 10. It's big.
I remember you treating yourself to that, like one of those things. I'm going to go and buy some Lego, like as a cool moment.
That was like the first pay check I ever got from music. I went out and bought a Death Star because it was what I always wanted as a kid. Yeah, and I just remember walking to the store and just handing over the cash and picking it up and walking. It was in Westfield and walking down the road with it, just like
dead chuffed.
Done it.
That is a cool moment. I've made it. I've officially made it. Another random thing I read about, might not be true, that you cleared out your old bedroom, which I feel like every kid has to do at some point, and then you auctioned it off or you took it to a charity shop.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't clear out my old bedroom. It's now a spare room. The shrine has gone.
Oh,
the shrine has gone. Yeah, my parents want a spare room. So there was loads of stuff. And it wasn't just that. It was stuff, like I'd accumulated over the years from touring or from, like there was the Lego stuff that I'd made on tour or just T-shirts or shirts. And, it was just sitting in a garage. And I was like, there'll be someone that will pay a £5 for that. Someone. Like if I was a fan of an artist and they were selling a T-shirt, I'd be like, okay, if it's a £5, I'll get it. So I think it ended up raising like 50 grand, which is...
It did amazing. There was a pair of old orange boxer shorts sold for 120 quid. Please tell me they were washed.
I don't know if they were worn. I don't know. Like I don't.
Your mum might just found them like under the bed. Like
yeah, to be honest, it's it's a charity that I support, and if it makes someone happy, it makes someone happy. But like you or all of you guys, you're not going to be buying my underwear. But someone did.
How do you know I didn't buy it?
Quite weird if you did. But yeah, it's like £120 that's gone to Children's Hospice. So.
I love that. Oh well, I feel like we can all relate to that because eventually your bedroom has to become the spare room. It's just it.
Yeah, it was just quite brutal in the way that it happened. It wasn't the spare. It was always the storage room first, and I was like,
okay.
And then all the walls got painted and everything, so now it's just the spare room. But I do own a house down the road, so I think my mum was like,
come on,
you live there, so like why do you need your room?
Give us a bedroom back. Yeah. Oh right, okay, well let's play something else from the gig. This is Heart Live. Sean Welby here. I'm with Ed Sheeran. We're backstage. Let's get another track on.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Or will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Well, darling, I will be loving you till we're 17. Well, baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. Well, I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways, and maybe just a touch of a hand. Be I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart now. I'm thinking out loud, baby, we found love right where we are. But when my hair's all but gone, how my memory fades, and this crowd won't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, now I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow, it's evergreen. Baby, your smile forever in just keep on making the same mistake, hoping that you'll understand. Baby, now, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart now. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. Sing this back. Sing oh, 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 oh. Sing oh, 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 oh. Sing sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la. Sing sha la 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 la, honey now. Take me into your loving arms now. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh, my darling, place your head on my beating heart. Thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. Or maybe we found love right where we are. And we found love right where we are.
Ed, thank you so much for doing this. Like, obviously, it's a great one for the fans. Lots of people have come a long way to be here today, so must feel quite nice actually to see them all again.
Everyone I bump into is talking about this as well. Like, like I keep bumping into people being like, "Oh, you're doing a hard gig on Monday," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am." Yeah,
It's because we haven't shut up about it.
No, but I feel like it's everywhere on billboards as well. You're doing a very good job of the
Yeah.
advertising. I like it.
Thanks,
Thank you
thanks.
very much for the press.
Now, obviously, we're going to hear a lot of the songs from the album Divide, but what's new? What's 2019? What are we getting from you?
There'll be some form of music. I just I don't want to put out my next album yet, so there'll be something.
Is that
musical.
done though?
No.
No. Okay, I know you're very
No.
organised.
There's I've got a lot of songs for it, but it's such a specific album that I just want it to be really good. But they'll be releasing something next year. A couple of things actually.
I remember at one point you were, I don't know whether this was just something that got said and then it was exaggerated, but you were sort of like, you know what, the next album, it doesn't need to be hit after hit.
So I've worked out a way to. So my fear was just, Plus did like 10 million, Multiply did like 15, Divide's done 17. My fear is like someone being like, well, the next album has to do 20.
Yeah.
And like, so I need to put something out between Divide and the next album that kind of clears the slate a little bit. What I love about what Drake does is between all of his albums, he just drops these mixtapes, and like one album can do like a certain amount, and then the mixtape just kind of clears the slate. And it's more just pressure. I don't want pressure.
No.
I hate the idea of, I want to make a musical album rather than an album that's designed to sell a certain amount, so I'm just going to remove the pressure element out of it.
I can totally understand that, because suddenly the joy of making music, you don't want it to become, this is a job and I've got to hurry up and I've got to get this out.
Precisely, yeah. And like this, and there's, there'd be a lot of people counting on it, and I don't want to, I just want to remove the stress out of it and then just come with a good project when it's ready. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, Ed, it's been a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this gig, for the fans, for us. We love having you back and looking forward to next year and catching up with you again.
Nice one.
And seeing how you're getting on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Nice one, guys. Thank you.
us at the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop, then the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Oh, come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 oh. I'm in love with your body. Oh, oh, hey. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I'm in love with your body, and every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with the shape of when we can. We let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so we can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up the plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour, and how your family's doing okay. And even getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 oh. I'm in love with your body, and every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby. Come on, 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 come on, be my baby. Come on. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body now. And last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you, and every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, I'm in love with your body. Now, 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 now. Well, I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with the shape of you.
Oh, thank you so much. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest star on the planet, brought to you by the biggest radio station on the planet, is Heart Live with Ed Sheeran. Come on!
This is Heart.